Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play King's Quest 2. We just found this book and we're going to use a fucking key on it.
The key fits perfectly. Skimming through the book, you find that a map has been sketched onto the last page. Close scrutiny reveals it is a top-down layout of the castle and its surrounding grounds. According to this, the tiara has been buried near one of the graves.
Of course it
You
has!
shudder, hoping that this is not going to be a case of digging all night while trying to avoid unearthed zombies. There is also a small piece of writing near the bottom. A date of fate can be found with a first, a second, and a double of nothing.
Okay, what the fuck does that mean?
I wish only one thing as payment for helping you find that book.
Of course.
Would you be so kind as to take this bracelet and place it on my mother's grave? I believe she wanted me to have it while I was alive. Now, it seems no longer appropriate to keep it. Thank you. I must retire now. It will not be long before sunrise. Good night, Graham.
Good night, Anastasia.
You can't.
I'm gonna try to talk to What's-His-Face about the ghosts.
He's not there.
Oh, how ominous.
They're probably having sex. In the coffin.
Shh, there's probably two coffins there now. Or a double coffin.
No.
You peer into the ornate. There is nothing to be.
Hey, what are you doing in my bed, Graham? Get out.
Well, maybe because we have a legitimate reason to go in the cemetery, the ghosts will let us in. I don't know.
Hey, whatever happened to that cloak?
Wait, did we not have it in our inventory now?
Nope.
What the fuck? I guess he didn't want to wear it anymore, so he threw it out. Hi, dudes.
As they are As you hold up the bracelet, the ghosts seem to relax slightly. You wonder if it is now safe to approach them and enter the cemetery. Lord Herbert and Lady Lillian, 1646 to 1668.
That was easy.
Loving parents of Anastasia, beloved son and daughter-in-law of Count Caldor and Countess You place the bracelet on the grave.
Oh,
it
they're the
immediately
true
sinks
ghosts of-
down into the earth. The ghosts do not respond at first. Then one of them drifts toward you. It nods, almost sadly. The ghost seems to want to say something, but appears unable. Its face, though transparent and hazy, is lined with grief and torment. Its facial features waver into focus. The ghost is female.
We understand that our daughter will never be joining us now. No longer do we need wait for her. Now we journey to the realm of the dead, where its lord waits to judge us. Farewell.
You bow your head and cross your heart out of respect. While looking downward, you notice that a beautiful gold ring now lies at your feet.
Wait, what?
You feel apprehensive. You lift the gold ring from the...
Okay, so...
What was the clue from Treasure Island?
It was like
According
a
to
fifth
that,
of
there is something written near the
A
bottom.
date?
A date of fate can be found with a first, a second, and a double of nothing.
Ah, I've got it!
Oh, have you?
There is something written near the bottom. A date of fate can be found with a first, a second, and a double of nothing.
So it's 1200.
Yeah, double of no.
So we need to find the one that says 1200 on it.
Mary Ann Drinkwater, 1230 to 1266.
Nope.
Samuel You Believe.
You believe.
E. Presley, 35 to 77. There once lived a man who had a great voice, or at least the ladies thought so. Though many have tried to imitate him, there can only be one that we know. If these words ring true, it may certainly be that beneath you assuredly lies the singer who lived and who sang like a king, has indeed met his maker and died. You have no you have Kitty, 1500 to 1510. Sudden did the illness come upon sweet Kitty, no longer tombs and crypts. Show some
Never. I'm an adventure game.
You're an adventure game?
Morris
What the
and
fuck?
Olga. There was an old... You are not... Alfred Chamberlain, 810 to 810. He'd not seen his first sunrise, felt not the warmth of dawn. All who saw him wept and cried. To this world he'd come stillborn. Count Christopher Evere, 1175 to 1200. The young Evere, his time...
Wow, they're like totally murdering each other.
You have no reason to dig.
Why are you...
You stop digging when your shovel hits something hard. You become acquainted with your new roommate. You will both be spending a lot.
I want to do it to the Elvis one now.
Wait, so what was
You
the one
become
where it said you
acquainted
stop
with
when your
new roommate.
shovel hit
You will
something
both be
hard?
spending
Oh, that
a
was the
lot.
one we needed to do.
Okay.
Which is why I wanted to see what the death was at first.
You stop digging when you're Nervously, you reach down, open the coffin, and look inside. You search through the belongings of the deceased. According to the headstone, they belong to a Count Christopher Evere. After some tentative searching, you find a parchment. It appears to be the last will and testament of Larman Odnarb, healer. This isn't right. You run your eyes over the parchment. It's dated 1200, the same as the date on the headstone. However, the instructions pertaining to his burial were for Larman to be placed near his family at the church's cemetery. Oh dear.
Wait, what about the box? Can't we do shit with the box?
Oh, he's at the,
Among the items in this grave is a parchment containing the
he's at the church cemetery.
Yes. Which means we have to go contend with the fucking werewolves.
Hey, teleport me.
I think he's in the other one.
Anyway.
The boatman.
Dude, we're just gonna keep giving you these coins.
You have already paid.
Can we go back
You
then?
climb back into the decrepit room.
There's probably something in the house.
Yes, probably.
Don't see why they needed to make the girl into a vampire.
Yeah.
Wasn't his whole thing about, only turning her into a vampire when her time had come?
Yes.
You'll need to walk around. You'll need to walk.
Fine, you dumbass.
The bed. The bed. You have no re. It is a portrait of a young man. He looks. The painting on the wall looks.
Do you remember, have we been going for 10 minutes or 20 minutes?
Probably 10 minutes.
Okay.
Your heart beats faster and faster as you push on the handle of the church door. It opens, and you nervously step inside.
Oh,
So occult, so hardcore! What's that giant crucifix
You
over
see
the
a
corner?
book sitting on the altar. The crucifix has been removed from its original place of prominence and now leans. You look over the book. It is a journal written by Lowolf, head monk of the Church of Kalima. Flipping through it, you see a paragraph with a name you recognize.
It is frustrating as always dealing with Count Kaldur and his ilk. He is just like his father, perhaps even worse. He insists that Kalima be pushed forward to enlighten the peasantry. Can he not see this path leads to ruin? How can the people retain their moral goodness if their minds are filled with knowledge of the wider world and all of its sin?
You turn a few more pages and choose.
I am quite convinced that Kaldur is so blinded by his so-called vision for Kalima that he cannot see the folly of his intentions, and yet he is the lord of Kalima. To publicly refute him would create a confusion and anger in the people. I am a man of patience, the greatest gift his grace has granted me. Perhaps time will settle this young lord's idealism and grant him sense in the process.
The journal largely contains many entries of similar types and of daily matters of a monk's life. You are about to replace the journal where you found it, but your eye catches a most peculiar passage.
A wonderment was discovered in the forest this night. The spirits of the wild, long thought to be only of legend, appeared to us and saw fit to grant my brethren and I the most blessed of gifts. Such power we now have. Our forms can be abandoned in favor of any other, and I am to be their leader, their most powerful. They are bound to me inextricably. The spirits have made promises of greater things to come for us. Oh, it fills me with such longing, the endless possibilities. What we will achieve with our abilities. I am restless and must leave for a time. The moon is full and... Did you just spit on me?
no.
And I feel the urge to join my pack as they run. Perhaps we will hunt. Perhaps we will kill. Yes, we already know the dude is a werewolf, okay? My mind is now clear, and I know the path before us. It is a path that shall lead us to greatness, and it will begin with the destruction of our nemesis, but now I no longer have the patience to write. I must run, I must hunt,
The
I
passage
must...
ends abruptly. Though there are many pages left to be written on, it is evident that the final passage was written a number of years ago. How strange. You replace the journal, putting it back where you found it. You'd rather not touch the symbol, as you don't like...
But I'll just walk over it.
Rarlop, Lester Williams, Rebecca Twintle, Goulash, Lyot O'Maleef, 1200 to 1256, Bridget O. This is...
Click on the door. But what the fuck are you trying to do?
Save.
Are you very drunk?
No.
pinning the shot.
That was the birth date, though.
I know. I'm just...
You become acquainted with your new roommate.
Oh god, there's a full moon.
Show some overreaching ambition. A full radiant moon casts its pale light over Kalima. You find
Yee!
shows Faith Cinder, Judas Moore, Coco Airbool, 12, Hamish Bite. This La Fleur Provence.
That's
This
all of
is-
them.
It's in the
This-
fucking mausoleum,
You have
okay?
about
It's
as mu-
obvious. What the fuck is your problem?
It is like
Pick
Goulash
the door.
Charles Bucket, 11.
Pick
In
the
this
door
dark
with the
hole
needle.
lies one brave soul whose
Goddamn, go in the mausoleum. This is creeping me out.
We can't.
Have you tried?
Yes!
Well, do it again! Show
You
me what
become
happens
acquainted
when you
with
try
your
to go
new
in the
roommate.
mausoleum.
you have about as much an inkling to enter.
There.
You throw one of the coins high in the air. Whatever God wants, he can keep. You have no reason to. This is the
Have you checked those
Coco
two graves
Airbool.
over there?
Yay.
Faith Sin, Judas, Hamish Bite, La Fleur Coco,
Well, go back and say maybe there's a thing that says like
Lester,
what the
Rar-
fuck is buried in the mausoleum.
Larman Odnarb,
Oh, here we
ye-
go.
Laman Ardnob, that's him.
You stop digging when your shovel hits some. You don't think with bated breath, as you retrieve the tiara from its final resting place, you let out a loud, relieved sigh. You feel as if the coming sunrise will be the most glorious sight you will ever behold, considering how close you were to never seeing another again. Now don't delay, you still.
Oh god!
You freeze as a wolf's howl sends shivers down your spine. You force yourself to turn and face nothing. Your anxiety must be causing you to hear things.
Oh god. Let's get the fuck out of here! Oh god.
What?
Without warning, a wolf dart. Without warning.
We're running short on time, so
Yeah.
yes, so we should cut the video off here. Till next time, everyone. Bye!
Bye.
Dost
You're
thou
quitting?
truly?
Yes.